Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm just going to do a quick tutorial for you on my quick 10-minute makeup before I leave the house, and you'll see me go from this to this. So in this video I'm just going to show you the budget products that I use that all come from the supermarket. So we start out just with a face primer, and it's just BYS brand from Cosmetics Plus, nothing too fancy. I just use quite a bit of this, but mainly in my oily areas, or the areas that I guess get oily throughout the day. So I focus around the eyes and around the creases in the nose as well. This does help me manage, I guess, the creasing of the foundation that I do wear. So I do highly recommend primer, but I guess it's definitely not something that you have to use. I'm just going to use, instead of a foundation, a BB cream. So I don't like any real heavy foundations. This is Designer Brands Light Medium in color. I definitely don't like anything too heavy on my skin, especially if it's something I'm going to be in all day. Just using a real fluffy, thick kabuki brush, I think they're called. I just got that in a set of 5, I think it was, off the app Wish. It was super cheap. It was like $3. And they've been honestly the best brushes. This one probably needs a clean at the moment, but they've been such good brushes. There's been no fraying, nothing sort of fallen out of my face or anything like that. And it being so big and fluffy, I guess it just really works the product into my skin a lot quicker than I guess the small foundation brushes. So obviously I do focus around the eye area, the crease in the nose, and around the lips, just to make sure that I get it as even as I can, I suppose. I have sped up a little bit of the video here just so we can try to get through it as quickly as possible. Generally, this would take me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes if I'm being really picky. So the next thing I do is just take my finger and go around those creases around my nose. I do find that being such a big brush, it does, I guess, get difficult to get into the small creases. So this is the MAC Photo Finish powder that I'm using, and I'm not too sure what the shade is, to be honest. I got this from an ex makeup artist who was selling all her products. When I got it, there was still, like, it had barely been touched, and she sold it to me for like $10. So genuine MAC product, and it's honestly the best powder that I've ever had. This is probably the only high-end item of makeup that I think I own. And that's probably because I bought it, secondhand or not brand new from the shop. But to be honest, it is the best powder foundation that I own, and that I think I've tried. But I do recommend it. I would probably pay that little bit extra to go and get it when this one runs out, to be honest. I just go in with my finger, as you can see there, just under the eyes, just to make sure that I'm really setting that BB cream that we used. I don't want too much creasing under there. So the next thing that I'm going to show you is just a real fluffy angled brush. I use this to do my contouring. This came in a set of I think 14 brushes. Again, they came from Wish, and they're really great brushes. I've had them probably for about 2.5 years now as well. So this bronzer I'm using for my contour, it's from Color Theory. It's quite a light color. It probably costs around $10. I think you can get this from Big W, Kmart, Target, any sort of supermarket. And it's quite subtle. Like, there's not a whole lot of pigment to it, but this is quite a light color. I don't like anything, I guess, too dark. I don't like the real sharp lines and the real sharp contour that a lot of people do. Even if I'm going out, to a big special event, and I'm really getting dolled up and using a lot of makeup, I still won't contour with the sharp lines. I feel like it's just not necessary at all. Keep your lines soft and smooth. It's quicker, it's easier, and I feel like it looks more natural. So I do just go around the temples a little bit there as well. I don't go too much up onto the forehead because I don't actually feel like I've got a big enough forehead to do that. Just down the sides of the nose, the bridge of the nose as well. Under the neckline a little bit, but I don't pull it all the way out to under my chin because I don't want to actually emphasize that area anymore. And instead of eyeshadow, I use this just on my eyes as well to create a little bit more definition and like a little shadow on the eyelid there. Saves a whole bunch of time, and it's just so much easier. Like, I just don't have time to go through and do a whole eyeshadow routine. Oh, sorry. My cat Lola decided to come up and say hi. There we go. We'll move on now. So now we go into blush. This is BYS from Cosmetics Plus. So again, I think this cost me about $4. I was using the darker contour color as well before I got the Color Theory one. And I really, really liked it. But this blush, I have been using this exact blush, like I've gone through a couple of different palettes now for about 7 years, because I have not been able to find another blush that suits my coloring perfectly like this one. It's just got the right amount of peach and the right amount of pink in it for me. That brush that I'm using there also came in that set from Wish. I don't even remember what they were called. I've had them for years. They were just super fluffy. Again, I haven't had any fallout or anything like that. Like, they would have cost me under $10, and they're amazing. This highlight palette that I use is from Designer Brands. They retail for $9.99. You can get this from any like discount chemist or anything like that. Again, I'm just using a small fluffy brush. I also got it from Wish. This one's got a bit of an angle on it though. So the color that I'm using there is sort of the mid-tone. It doesn't have any undertone color through it. It's literally just the shimmer and just the shine. And as you can see from the palette, like, I use it most frequently. I absolutely love this highlighter. Like, it is just fantastic for something that costs $10 for a whole palette of different highlighters and bronzers. It's amazing. Like, I'm actually obsessed with it. It doesn't matter whether I am going to a daytime event, a nighttime event, or I don't want to put a lot of effort in, or I do. I love my highlighter, so I do feel like that's always something really important. As you can see here, I definitely love the highlighter. So I do just above the cheekbones there. I also do the bridge of the nose slightly, and the eyebrow bone, so just under the eyebrows as well, and my Cupid's bow. So I try not to put too much on. I don't want it to, I guess, look white. I want it to just be a shimmer. The Cupid's bow, I feel, is actually really important, but again, you can skip it. You can skip that step if you don't like it. That's, doesn't make the look at all. So the next thing that I'm going to focus on is the eyebrows. So I've just got here a brow gel. It's just a clear brow gel called Brow Drama. I got this from Kmart about a year ago. I should probably throw it out, to be honest. I think these things expire, but I think I paid like $4 for it. And it's amazing. So it just sort of gets all the product off your eyebrows that you may have got on. So any foundation that you may have got on your eyebrows, it gets all of that off. And it holds them all in place as well. So my eyebrows tend to go a little bit AWOL and do whatever they want whenever they want. So I do find that this just sort of holds them in place, facing the right direction, and giving them that really nice shape that I like. Next, we're going into mascara. This is Model Co. I actually got this in a Bella box as like one of their samples. I have looked it up, and it's not too expensive though. It's still like $12 or $13, and you can get it from like Big W, Kmart, or Target. Honestly, this is the best mascara that I have ever had. I haven't been able to find a mascara so far that's not waterproof, that doesn't rub off on my eyelids or under my eyes or give me panda eyes by the end of the day. I've tried so many mascaras and none of them work. I've just sped that up and skipped a little bit of that because you don't need to see all of it, but I just go in with a Q-tip at the end because I do make a mess every time I do my mascara, and I just clean it up that little bit more. But if you're not as messy as me, you shouldn't have to worry about that step. So the next thing we're going to do is lipstick. So I just use a Maybelline lipstick. What's the number there? 235. It's like a nude pinky color. I got this in a set of 10 for like $20, and I love it. This is my absolute favorite lipstick. It's sort of like a neutral color, so it doesn't stand out too much, and it's an everyday wear sort of color. I don't use lip liner when I'm using this lipstick because I feel like it's really good quality, it's beautiful, it's creamy, but I don't have any bleed out from it, so I don't feel the need to wear a lip liner with this. As you can see there, I do overline my lips a little bit, but hopefully from next week I won't have to worry about that because I'm getting my fillers done. This is just a setting spray, so Australis brand Wake Up Finishing Spritz in the matte. I got this from Priceline and it cost me about $12, I think. So this will actually feel fantastic on your skin. It smells amazing and it like literally makes your makeup last for hours. I've worn this, like I've used this when I've worn my makeup for events that went for 6 hours or more, and it lasts all day. It's amazing. I do just fan it off a little bit, especially on the eyes, because I don't want that mascara to run too much. But that's it. So that's literally the whole look completed. I hope you liked the video. My favorite part's probably the, what is it, the highlighter? Yeah, there I am, checking it out. I probably like the highlighter a little bit more than anything, but I really hope you liked the video. The products are really cheap. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all soon.